Wallahi Maria.
Hey.
Maria Maya.
Oops. So I've added these upward sideways. So now all over 10,000 degrees of movement are represented. You can move more smoothly like this. Like this. But if you want to swim up, there's a little bit of a snap there, which is still slightly annoying. I'll have to see about changing that. Because I'm using like set actor rotation. It's slightly jarring. I wonder if the server sees it like that. Yeah. Not as bad going down. See that? It is one letting go, but the server seems pretty smooth. Anyway. Okay, see one of them. There's the other one. I can see like the blurriness that you get from these clouds. There's the other dude. There's auto run over there. Oh, that's not right. There we go. This is because I did this. No. So I was doing this one. No. Huh. Whatever. I'm using these torches as a light source for now because I can. Where'd they go? See, it's very blurry underwater. I'm really digging it. I made the animations optimize or whatever on the characters and stuff, so you can see that in action here. I should probably turn that feature off. I wonder if that was because of the animation update thing. Because when you have the 3 clients open on the same screen, of course, that optimization thing is probably good when you don't have 3 clients on the same screen. I wonder what's going on with that. I'll try unchecking that box. It was an experimental feature. Yeah, for now I'll leave it. I'll do it in the playtest. There's a way to enable or disable. So if you want to see real quick what some of the stuff I've had to do for the swimming logic, it's too bad I'm not showing it. No, I'm just, it's a lot of explaining. Let me see, I'll just briefly like kind of, like, okay. Nah, I'm just gonna do cool stuff. I can explain how that works some other time. So let's see. those items, weapons, and now I have assortment of daggers and assortment of swords. I have some axes too. Ah, I never added that one. Just 28 megabytes, that's it. Alright, let's just put it out so we can load that up. So these are some extra, there's a basket hilted swords in here, some daggers. I didn't have any daggers, I didn't really have any axes, so there we go. I recently added the extended library blueprints, which is pretty cool. There's some cool functionality. I started messing around with this. I used the Necro Rocks, rock box. I added those. I also optimized them, which was fun. This says 3. Okay, fuss spot. Oops. I was like expecting to see it on my screen. There it is. Okay, good. Let's see here. So, this is probably all I want to do. The asterisks ones before this little test. So. Back slots on BCs, collisions on shadows on rocks, the door fix, a loading screen. Ooh. Bird noises, print strings, swap hand item. That's probably a good thing to do. Definitely this. And countering, emotes, building types, and daggers and swords. I'm gonna at least do this right now. Start here. I wonder if I can just open all of these simultaneously without having to double click so much. I right clicked, so that might take a minute to load up the info of all those. It's doing a little. At least it's loading them all into memory, so. So I just. It's like 10 or 11. Nope, you can't just open them all like that. You gotta minimize, open, minimize, open. I just want to look at them all real quick. Sumerian X. Viking X. Alaska. What? Shepherd's Axe. Slovak. Huh. Wow. Okay, it's a Shepherd's Axe. Cool. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Tomahawk. I'm not sure how to call that, so maybe Tomahawk is okay. Trying to avoid the cultural names, isn't it? So Tabar. Shepherd's axe is perfect. So have a battle axe, saddle axe. Crescent shaped blades. Very thin handle. Symbolic weapon by wandering dervishes. I'm curious what a real dervish is. What does that mean? Sufi Muslim ascetic. Extreme poverty and austerity. Huh. Just curious. Could call that a dervish axe. Although that might not be very appropriate. Saddle hatchet, or just a battle axe, or very thin handle axe. Sumerian axe. Oh my god. That's awesome. We have some Eastern aesthetic weapons. Is this a band called Sumerian Axe? What? Welcome to the 90s. This website has not been updated. This is what it used to be like. This is how you'd get your information. You'd go here, you'd read the paragraph, and you'd be like, oh, that's all there is to know. Main page. Wow, this is so archaic and old. Apparently nobody knows anything about Sumerian axes. Nope, none of these look like that Sumerian axe. I don't know where this guy got his inspiration. Oh! The royal battle axe. Two copper axes are gold and decorated in some fashion. Have often been associated with the soldiers guarding. Imperial Guard axe. Or Royal Guard axe. I just wanted to call it Imperial Guard because of Star Wars. Yeah, that's cool. We got another pole axe here. Are these on more of these poleaxes? Is this a horseman axe? Danish, and a bardish. So we got a bardish and a poleaxe here. I gotta compare these to the ones I already have. Sorry if the music's very loud too, I'm not sure. I'm never sure. So, Pilglaive, Halberd, Lochabar, Partisan, Lancer, Spear, Polearms, Bardish. Here we go. So I already have a Bardish in here. Fully printed editor, viewport. But this doesn't look nearly as awesome as this Bardish. Wow, look at that. Should be called a two-handed Bardish. And this can be the one-handed Bardish. It's in the one-handed? Yeah, it's in one-handed. I have this poleaxe. My variety here. There we go. The one with the spike and the one with the flat back. Very nice. Okay, so I'll just have a different name for it. I wonder if I should make it two-handed. I can't really tell how big it is yet. Oh, I can say approximate size 219. 138, so yeah. The other one is bigger. Wow, this is bigger and 138. Much like that's bigger at that scale. It's much like bigger of a blade and handle. This would be like that. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, much bigger. Okay, so it'll be a two-handed poleaxe and Bardish then. Ornamental Viking. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. Horseman Axe. Yeah. Sorry, this is very difficult sometimes. Just wanna... Okay. Alright. Danish Axe. Okay, Danish Axe. Blech. Okay. Dane Axe. English long axe, Danish axe, and a hafted axe. Okay. Eventually evolving into the poleaxe in the 15th century. So there'll be an evolution of these weapons through the game, as I've discussed many times. So that's cool. So there's a direct relation between the evolution of these. This goes what is it? Into the poleaxe. Yeah. So it evolves into that. What about a horseman next? Let's look that up. Battle axe one thing. Later years of the 15th century. Full plate. The sword was all but useless against the plate. This is how the game's gonna work. This is why we have these weapons. They're not equal. Ah. How about that? I'm not talking very loud, I guess that's the thing. Usually I'm all excited, full of beans. Is that better? Let me just maximize that for full effect. If you can read that. Against the late, highly developed armor, full plate armor. The most cherished weapon of the night, the sword, was all but useless. This is important. Okay, but why the horseman's axe? That was actually kind of nice. Horseman's axe exception. I'm guessing it just means it was meant for a horse mount. Okay. Doesn't really tell us much, although that was cool. We still have Battle Axe open. Let's check this out. No, but I'm going to do this public test soon. I'll just put this up here in chat so people see. This is the list of things that I want to finish before I do this. Just some basic stuff, so I'm on this right now. So this actually all fits on one page. If you can screenshot that and see all that I have left to do before I do this public test. There's no combat yet. I'm just gonna have the items there to hold. And then you can there's building. That's basically it. There's building, you can swim, there's a horse you can mount and unmount. So for now it'll be a test of the multiplayer capacities. Yeah. Check this out. A royal battle axe. This axe was found in one of the royal graves of where no tomb chamber survived, whatever that means. Scattered on the floor of the pit were 2 copper axes and a gold one. Such weapons have often been associated with the soldiers guarding the slope leading to the bottom of the pit. So this is in here. Sumerian axe. Right? Yeah, for now. I might be able to do mobile. I mean, Fortnite's on mobile, but I don't make no promises. That's a long-term, like late, and when the game's done thing. For now, it's mainly just PC. Steam. And the ornamental Viking axe. There's gotta be a better name than Viking axe. Viking axe. So it's not a real thing, is it? It's not a real thing. Herstwick. In reality, battle axes in the Viking Age were light, fast, and well balanced, and were good for speedy, deadly attacks. I'll just call this one the ornamental axe. Ornamental or wicked axe? How about just wicked axe? And I'm just gonna leave this in the chat here. I know you can hear me, but I like to put that there because it's like looks like I don't answer questions if I don't answer. Elaborate inlays, there you go, it's Vikingish. Alright, I'm ready to do these. Let's start with, I have an X. Battle X. I'll start with, let's start with Viking Axe. No. Hand Axe? Do I have a hand axe? How about hand axe? Posting a tutorial in Steam? Or a tutorial about posting in Steam? Because I haven't done that yet. The music is actually really loud for me too, so I'm just checking that it's... Okay. So... For now, I'm not doing any details on the items, I'm just putting them in here. One-handed axe, hand axe, and model, hand axe, hand, and then we get the static mesh itself, the Viking axe. Alright. Hand axe hand. This is where we have to make sure it's in the right place. What do you make? Oh, already, okay. I was reading the question again. So, it's supposed to be upside down. Actually, it looks like it's basically in the right place already. It's good to go, because I copied the battle axe, and that's right there. This is like where the hand is. So maybe it could be a little meh, more up that way. I don't know. Try that. Then I need to go to the details. So, do I not have to do anything here? Minimum requirements of PC for the games. I think just best guess and good optimization. Don't know that one. Yeah, try Google. As I do for everything. It was me laughing at the end there, that F. That was my laugh. I think that's all I have to do. All the stats are on there, okay. Let's open up the map and test these while I do them. I'll throw some axes over by the docks. Like, let's see. I'll show you some tips for Googling things. Always just start with Unreal Engine. Check minimum requirements or packaging, because packaging is how you export the game. Let's see. The engine or editor. Developing. This is just for running it. You need 7, 8, 64-bit DirectX. Okay, for running the engine. Minimum requirements. Detect. Oh, check and game. I think you just have to do your own benchmark tests. Yeah, that's the best I can do, I think. This is for developing, so you don't want to use that. Said before, start to learn it. Not easy, but some. For your Android games already in progress. So if you start with Android games, you probably have a good chance of actually like making a quick buck. In all honesty, like I've heard some success stories. It's just not my thing. I'm not really interested in that. But yeah, just to let you know, it's definitely where a lot of the development focus is too. Right now, there's a lot of focus on optimizing for mobile because of Fortnite, for example, showing that you can do like a AAA shooter on mobile. PUBG too. Almost there. Alright, first of all, the spawn point, I don't want it to be in the ocean anymore. Oh, hold on a second. Cat was like spazzing out in his sleep. I had to make sure he was alive. It's like really weird. Kitty Jean. Alright. Oh, wait. No. I just always do that. Where's my landscape? Start from not easy game. Why do people trim the left hand first or the right hand first? I mean, it's kind of just the way I do things. And I mean, it's not like this is the first project I've had in Unreal Engine. Like, I had like 20 project files before. It's just leaving this one. Maybe not 20, maybe a handful. And I've had this one going for a long time, basically. That's all. Before I started streaming. Okay, so that axe I just made. And like, I also just feel like this started as my like just test small things, but then I did the small things. I was like, well, let me just test adding bigger things to it, you know. So it's just been evolving, and I've gone back and kind of like reassessed some of the way I've done earlier things, and it's like, you know, it's sloppy, but it's not like bad. Okay, the freaking axe. Here we go. Let's just put one out here. Yeah. Okay, this business of the landscape. Boop. If I just turned that one off. What the frick? It usually just stays, at least if I've done that once. Oh yeah, I plan to make money from this. Frickin'. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna take that hand axe and I'll put it somewhere else. Since I can at least see the landscape over here for now. Yep. Yeah. Alright, here's a bunch of stuff already. Here's the hand axe now. Maybe it's because I have like so much open in Internet Explorer or whatever. Not Internet Explorer, no. Firefox. I did a lot of like replication work this morning in the swimming and stuff. That's probably why I'm a little loopy at this point. Ignore the hallway, it's not finished. And the view for now here. I gotta figure out what this blue line is, and I just gotta make these not do that thing. I hear you'll see the landscape will appear as I'm close to it in game. Also, I don't like these capsule shadows, they look hideous. I might turn that off, but they're supposed to be much more optimized. So anyway. Oh, why am I running away? The hand axe is somewhere over here. I'll just write that in there. I know you heard me. Where did I leave that shit? Oh, I completely lost. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay. It's sideways, but that's usually what happens with these things. Hand placement's alright. I could move it up a little bit. So a little bit towards the right of the blade and then rotate to the left. I can save and quit here. It's not, I'm not hosting a game right now. It's not, didn't quit out properly. This is the hand axe. Oh, this is just the hand axe. That's why. Hand axe hand. Why is battle at Galaxy hand? Okay, it's in order. To the right of the blade would be this way, just a little bit, 0.5, and then rotate it to the left. Thank you. Oh, day 3 AM, Ukraine, nice. Take care, mate. There's the hand axe. Peace. Yeah? I have to think about whether to put checks on if you're holding something, like maybe you can't scratch your head if you're holding something. Maybe you can, because maybe there's some funny things you can do. Like, that's the thing about role-playing, is you gotta, like, enable things that might not look good, in case other things that might look good, like, let's, stop doing that. Let's, alright, wait, oh, the gun is freaking huge. Did I get the right one? Oh, I was really far away from it. Whatever. It's logic, I guess. Hey, what's up? The blue shell. Oh my god, run for your lives. It's the blue shell. Okay, so it's a holding items game for now. Holding and placing items. We're gonna build houses, and we're gonna. Oh, what happened there? Whatever. Place item. I think it's because the backpack maybe blocks visibility. So I have to look into that backpack thing, and it's been bothering me, so I'm just gonna do that right now. I think either one of them. I just need the static mesh. Actually, let me check here. Collision. No collision. Oh. No collision here for now. Here it is. These are blocking these. So overlap instead. It might be a default on items in general, but if that's on your back and it's blocking the camera all the time, that's not good. Yeah, it has like the features that aren't the main thing. People are gonna be like, but what do you do? Like, well, right now, nothing. Wait a second. Wait a second. The sun didn't look right. Wonder if it's because the fog isn't on? Sometimes the fog doesn't load in. Oh, there, I see. The volumetric fog. Yeah, it should be like much thicker, I think. Alright, not for now. Place this. I'm not gonna work on the code because that'll just take forever to compile while I'm playing. Grass? No, it's not casting shadows, okay. More X's. Actually, did I test this even? See if this one's correct? I think I did. Maybe I didn't put these down. The project has been, since I've started learning Unreal Engine, about 1.5 years or 2 years, depending on how you count. Because I took a bunch of breaks. But that's since I like started like learning the basics of like what's a boolean, so it's really hard to tell. I hate saying 2 years, so it's like, oh, that's a lot of time. Okay, let's test these out. Où est les axes? Oh. Oh, that wasn't set to be two-handed. Two-handed battle axe. I think I can change those, because I think I modified it to be like two-handed, quote-unquote. But it's actually not. It's like the same model, since I didn't have any axes. I think I like bullshitted this, yeah. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna get rid of that. I mean, take one of those M's out. I can't type. This might be a bad idea because I probably had like 5 of these in the map somewhere. Oh, well, there we go. Cool, we're good. So let's just check this out. This is at 1 scale. It's kind of like stupid, if you ask me, compared to these other axes I have. Like, is that even worth it? Impressed, the game engine handled that no problem. So, I mean, it's kind of cool. It's like a dwarven battle axe. I don't know about battle axe though. It's kind of. It was facing the right way, is the important thing. So they just came from different sets, that's why. Okay, so... Oh no, I've closed all my X's. I meant to keep them open. No, let's just do X's. Faking X, hand exited. So the Velasca, I decided that's a shepherd's ass. This thing is cool. Almost all of it. You know, I'm gonna have to not stream the parts that are supposed to be secret, and that's gonna be most of the story, unfortunately. I'll probably do intermittent updates to just showcase what it looks like from players' perspectives when I'm doing stuff like that. And sometimes when I'm puzzling over something for a long time, or if I'm like trying to like just really seriously work on something, I just don't stream so I can just actually get it done without the kind of pressure of like, oh my god, people are watching me being an idiot. This thing is cool. There we go. Birds X. I have my links open still. Birds X. Is it a two-handed axe, though? Hack. A two-handed axe. Gathering resources. I didn't see a question. Yeah. Oh, I didn't show you that yet. Hold on. It's not really fully implemented by any means. What the hey? The sun is broked. It's something to do with the maybe it's the fact that I'm not playing it from a host to game situation, so it's not telling that I'm a server, and therefore it's not triggering some of the overlap events that I have set up to trigger the sun fog stuff. That's probably it. So anyway, let me just drop that. Let me find the right tree. Actually, this isn't gonna look right. I have it set up for a different tree type, but it'll work on any tree for now. So it's just gonna look stupid, but for now, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me clear the view here. B for backpack. Eh. Eh. It's gonna go down to -2 before it finishes because I'm stupid. Okay. Sorry, yeah, you see my budget thing going on there. Let me try to do another one. Yeah. Oh, but this is cool. You can stand on it. Hey, stop. And so, once these are felled, I'm gonna make it so you can continue chopping them and, you know, gather resources from it there. But that's the idea. Is just kind of show. You don't have to point at it. You don't have to like click. You don't have to hit it. You just. I have pressed E once to be in gathering mode, and it's swinging the thing. And if it hits the thing, so there's still a little bit of aiming involved. You're actually doing the thing. Yeah, it doesn't just disappear. It doesn't just fall apart. I worked for a whole like day just trying to get that falling to be nice. Oop. And they fall onto each other too. You can like make ramps out of them falling onto each other. Here, check this out. You're holding a two-handed item. So that's my alert that's gonna pop up for when, like... when you try to do something. I really like it. It's really satisfying. Just making sure I did all the stuff on this. I said ship attacks. Doesn't have equipment slots, not a container. Okay. This part. Have I run away from all the axes? Shit. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It's not supposed to be turning while I'm doing that. Maybe it is. Okay. Where's my axes? Sometimes I like just riding around. I don't know if I'm gonna find them. I might have to start another character. I suck at my own game. So bad. This is a hardcore survival game, man. You can't see shit. I feel like I would just run into that. Miss a whole bunch of bows and arrows and stuff. I'll wait till the sun rises. So many little hills and valleys, little things. You can put a little village in each one of these. Nah, maybe not a whole village. There's like no system to my search too. I'm just kind of going wherever. Oh, there we go. Can't I select things upward? Alright, oh. I'll put mouse interaction in soon, it's on my list of things to do. It should be a two-handed. Where is it? Should be a checkbox two-handed. Maybe it's further down. Two-handed, here we go. I don't know why that's under equipable. Let's change that. Oh shit, this might take like a freaking hour because I just compiled item, which has tons of children, and not only that, but it's all over the map, which I have open right now. So I might have to like, I hardly did anything. Let me just stand up, I'll be back, I'll see how it looks in a few minutes. This happens if you have the map open and there's like tons of items in the map, so if I didn't have the map open it would be quick. Okay, that wasn't too horrible. Sorry about that. It's actually really, this should be going into two-handed X's. Whoa. Yeah, it was longer than it could have been.
Leave the app,
No.
not your music. Listen anywhere, anytime.
Okay. Tomahawk. It is 54 units large. Let me look up Tomahawk just to see if there's a generic term I can use, or if it's like, because it's, yeah. Moonlight X as representing a hatchet with a straight shaft. The name came into the English language 17th century as adaptation of the Powhatan word. Doesn't say what that word was. Tomahawks are general purpose tools. Okay, often employed as hand-to-hand or thrown up in general purpose tools. And European colonials like. Metal tomahawk heads were originally based on a Royal Navy boarding axe. Huh. It's actually a Royal Navy boarding axe. How about that? Before Europeans came to the continent, Native Americans would use stones attached to wooden handles secured with strips of rawhide for everyday tasks. When they introduced metal blades to natives, they improved the effectiveness of the tool. Tomahawk's pole, the side opposite the blade, which is a hammer spike apart. These became known as pipe tomahawks, which consist of a bowl on the pole and hollowed out shaft. These are kind of big artisans for trade, diplomatic gifts for the tribes. Yeah, totally. Doesn't have a bowl pipe in it. That's the test. I don't think so. I don't think it's a smoking pipe. It's not a peace pipe. Should I call it peace pipe? As opposed to battle axe? Peace axe? Peace axe. Well, tomahawk's like peace axe. Peace bone. Traditional form tomahawk, pipe tomahawk. Oh wait, that's where the pipe is. Wait. No, it's not hollowed out. I need to edit this mesh. I need to get on that. It has a carb ready and everything. Peace axe. No, it's too generified. I like boarding axe. Or navy boarding axe, seafaring axe, maybe? Because the sea elves could use them, and they're very Native American. They call it sea axe. Seafaring. To cut off by tool. Tomahawk. Tomahawk. Closer to the Francisca. British issued tomahawks to the colonial regulars. Tomahawk is just such a well-known word. It's like such a, you know, it's such an earth word. That's the thing I'm trying to avoid. With some of these things, like the bardish, it's like, there's no other word for that, so I can't just say like spiky-handed versus spiky-headed axe, versus, which I did that with the flame-bladed sword, but still. Hurl bat. I think I have a hurl bat in the game. Oh, which one you think is cooler? Which faction? Twitch only? I don't know why it says Twitch only. Yeah. No, like, there's the two factions are like the, here, I'll show you real quick. So you've got the court faction is the humans, avians or sky elves, the high elves, yeah, the high elves and the moon elves, dwarves and mountain dwarves, hell dwarves, and the lizard people, lizardkins. The tribe faction, on the other hand, consists of like the fey creatures, like the dark elves, the batlings, the satyrs and minotaurs, the ogres, and the sea elves and wood elves. So it's like the tribe, right? The fey side, and the court, the free lands and the fey lands. They think it's the free lands because it's like it's free for the taking. But they call it the fey lands because it's like wild. So that's my story so far. Tomahawk. Gotcha. I like navy boarding axe. That doesn't really say. Boat, maybe boat axe, seafaring axe. Nice seafaring axe. Why not? Or boarding axe, or pirate axe. Pirate axe. Boarding axe, right? So, well, but it's like a navy boarding axe. So. Boarding axe? Because you make boards out of it. People are gonna be so confused. They're gonna be like, that's a tomahawk. What the hell? Why is it called boarding axe? And I'm like, go do your research, man. It's actually. I'm gonna accidentally write a tomahawk into one of these things. A Navy issue boarding axe. But that's perfect, because you make boards with it. It's like a general purpose axe, and you board ships with it. It's a boarding axe. Oh my god, right? Let's see, it's two-handed up here now. Two-handed, there we go. It's nice. Right at the top. That's where it needs to be. Boarding. Hand axe very similar to boarding axe, so it's kind of cool. Taking a little while. Because of that compiling thing I did. Question mark. So, the Dane axe, what was I going to call that one? Oh yeah, here we go. Hafted axe. It's a hafted axe. Hafted axe. Why is it? Oh, bother. Maybe because I didn't save all? Yep. Okay. Usually when I'm in the map already, it doesn't take nearly that long. Okay. Oh, because I changed it to two-handed, but while I already had it in my hands from the save game. So, if I try to pick that up now... Our hands are two-handed, and at least one hand is full of... I'm a typo. I'm a typo. Alright, let's see. On the hill, right? Is that it? Was there another one past it, right? Oh, look at this one. thought I remember seeing one on the ground. Oh, I guess that's just in the map. I already picked it up in the save game, so it's been moved. Yeah, okay. I'm holding the boarding axe anyway, so. But I wanted to hold both of them. This doesn't look like the tomahawk, though. It says boarding axe. Did I mess that one up? Oh, I didn't change the right. There you go. That's why we test this one. Boarding axe hand. Those are the weirdest little advertisements. What is the sound? Okay. It's done. It's like an advertisement for very quiet sirens. Our alarm is so quiet you'll never hear it. There it is. There it is. Now it's a tomahawk. Peace pipe. I don't have an attack. I can't do an attack with it or anything yet. I can wave. Hello. I've got a tomahawk. Whatever. Save and quit. Let me just see the Dane axe. How tall is it? 143. Actually, that might be two-handed. Yes. So any more of these one-handed? We'll keep going through from the right. Tabar. It's 106. It's probably two-handed. And what did I decide to call this one? Oh, no. What was it? Also Tabar axe. The very thin-handled axe. Saddle axe. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. See ya. Oh my god, I have to vote. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's better. It's better proportion of votes. Saddle axe. That's gonna be two-handed. But it doesn't sound like a two-handed axe would be. Saddle axe. Saddle hatchet. Just for battle axe. One or two crescent-shaped blades. It's not really crescent-shaped blade. These don't look. These are totally different from each other. Tabar is just a freaking Persian word for axe. Long form was 7 feet long, while shorter version was 3 feet long. Very thin handle and always metallic. Whoa. Sorry, just watching my cat try to open the door. It's very adorable. Very thin metal handle, I guess. Slavic word for axe. Wandering dervishes. So should I call dervish is such a good word. A darvish, but I don't want to like take too many modern world things. So it could just be like a desert axe, maybe? That's kind of insulting. I do have the desert humans though. Desert axe. Dervish axe. Whirling axe. Whirling dervish. It's just a Persian battle axe. Topor. Metal-handed axe. Saddle axe. Alright, saddle axe. Saddle axe it is. It's fine. It just sounds like something that you would have in a horse with one hand. I think I'm done with the one-handed axes for now. Let's see. Shepherd's axe also sounds like. Oops. Tabar. I'm gonna put more descriptions in these, like, later on as a certain task to give myself. Kinda does look like it could be one-handed though. Holding it from the edge like that? I don't know. I'm gonna try one-handed for now. Still taking a while this time. Might need to restart the engine or something. I'm gonna see about making some food for myself anyway. How many more of these? Maybe I'll just start the food making process and come back and do some more of these and continue. I hadn't done this one yet. Royal Battle Axe. I didn't put it in there, did I? I didn't even put it in here. Ugh. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it save and quit out. Only did a few of these though. I need to like... I'm not gonna quit out. I'm just gonna make my food. Let's see if I can just throw this in here. After saving, it's loading much faster. That's nice. It does look more like 3 feet rather than 7 feet, so yeah. We'll go with saddle axe, and I need to move it a little away from the blade. That's good. Alright. I only did 4. The Sumerian X, this is the one. This one is 70 large. And it kind of looks like a one-handed axe. I'm gonna go with one-handed. Blunt is just one-handed. I might want to change that to... We'll see if there's anything I can make two-handed. I don't have any two-handed blunts yet, do I? Like, it would be under two-handed polearms. Any of these I can make a two-handed blunt? Warhammer, no? That's under one-handed polearms, the Warhammer. Yeah, because that's definitely a polearm. It's not a blunt. Blunt is just... Yeah. Those crossbows, guns, thrown. Okay. So.
Leave the app, not your music. Listen anywhere, anytime. Listen to it all ad-free.
Royal Axe. Royal or Guardian Axe? Guardian Axe, Guard Axe, Royal Guard Axe, Royal Axe. I have Imperial swords, why not Royal Axe? Looks so cool. It's very small. It's perfect. That looks so cool. I can move it back a smidgen, but it fits in the hands pretty well. On the pinky, very nice. Let me, Yeah, let me just save and quit out of this for now. Just continue from there. I want to see how, if I load in with a character, if the fog is there correctly, if the sun looks correct. Because if so, then that's just because the overlaps aren't firing when you load in from the map without being the server. But hopefully that's working correctly. I'm gonna take a quick look actually without setting anything up. I'll see what the other swords and stuff look like. Maybe look at their names and stuff. Because that's fun and it's not hard work to do a night like this. I thought doing some monotonous, boring labor like that would be easy, but I'm kind of like grown. It's so easy though. I'll do it in the morning. For now, I think the fun part is looking at the names. So let me just do a quick play. Listen to this time signature here. It's in 3, but they do like 2s over 3. Just saying. That's cool. It does take a minute to load the game when you're not in the map already, which is why I just tend to not do that when I'm testing items. So just give this a hot minute. I'll show you what I'm working on. Very simple stuff to do before putting out this alpha test for building and multiplayer capacities. Just to make it feel solid for what I have so far, just to polish up what I've got. But that's, you know, no major bugs, nothing like that. This is kind of funky, but that'll probably be super easy to fix. Waiting for the sun. I feel like I already see more fog, but I could be wrong. I might be wrong. Get that torch. Timmy. Timmy. I wonder if I should hold it like further back a little bit. Why does that look super low res still? The textures aren't loaded again? Oh yeah, no, the textures are not loaded in yet. My computer is not happy. Oh, I wonder if that's why this is happening. This can't be because of all this shit, can it? My graphics card is tired. Still not loading in the graph. Oh wait. Yeah, I had everything on medium. That might be why. That has got to be why. Where are you, son? Come back. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. So on medium graphics, the sun's gonna look like shit. I did that because I was testing with multiple clients all this time, and we are seeing the shitty grass. No wonder. I'm like, why does the grass look so wiggly? Uh-oh. I didn't capitalize that. Bloop. Just fix that. Okay, so let's look in the other assortments. See what I get. Man, there's a bunch here. Holy shit. It's kind of awesome, actually. I'm a little overwhelmed with how many weapons I can put in this. If I just give them different stats and some different, like, effects in combat. Not effects, like visual effects, I mean, like, different ways of being used in combat. Like, different results, not just, like, swinging a sword. You know. That looks great. It's like a real medieval dagger. Alright, little subscribe action going on here. Where are we? Joshua Sullivan. Hope you appreciate the smoking habit. Like I do. This is a cool one. These are very... oh, yeah, that's a... I've seen that. It's an analase. That's a real thing? I gotta look that up. What? What is this? A short sword having a double-edged blade tapering sharply to a point, worn by civilians from the 13th and 16th centuries. So that's what that thing is, eh? A medieval long dagger. There's like nothing else out here. Nothing out here. Where's this thing coming from? Okay. No, I don't want stabbing. No. Why didn't this come up in Google? Okay. Huh. No restrictions whatsoever. Almost. Well, I probably can't be scrolling through this on stream. Did you get it? Alright, I hope he screenshotted that. That's cool as hell. Einar. These are really cool daggers. I'm actually like kind of excited about this. Wow, look at that. I wish I knew how to slow down the camera when in this mode. Misericord. What? Oh my god. Freaking rogues are gonna have fun. Oh, it's a stiletto. No? Maybe slightly different. That looks really cool. I'm actually really impressed with this. I thought these models were gonna be really lame from the, first of all, the cost, which is like $1 or some shit. And the depiction of them, it's kind of made it look like it wasn't really... The pictures didn't do justice. Like, it would be like a picture like this. It'd be like, okay. Oh, nice. A freaking detail, man. That looks awesome. It's like got the 3 points, or it's a triangle, right? See that? There's a stiletto. A sword hilted dagger too. That's classic. Sword hilt dagger? Okay. It's like Halfling's favorite dagger, I guess. Makes him feel like they're wielding a sword. Ooh. Tonto, okay. Imperial dagger. What? Tonto sheath? Only the Tonto gets a sheath? Okay. And lastly, assortment of swords. Swords. Then get another arming sword. That is a nice sword. Actually, kind of like that more than the other one a little bit. Let me see the other one. This is like a pointy, like that other one, like that dagger. Whereas this is like, I think we need this other one like tapered sword or something. Gives some interesting stats to it. This is more like a traditional sword. Arming sword. Nice leather handle and everything. Okay. Comes with a sheath. Not bad. That's a broadsword? No, that's not a broadsword. That looks like a claymore or something. That's definitely not. A broadsword would be a basket hilt. This is claymore? I was hoping. I got this set because I wanted basket hilt sword, so I wanted like a rapier. That looks cool. It's kind of like the Highlander. I already have one though. I guess just have variations. Like. Claymore's great sword. It's different. This one has like your traditional like Scottish Highlander leather thing going on there. Do I not have one like that? Is it the two-handed sword? No, that's different. I guess it's another variety I didn't have yet. Or was it just longsword? Nope, this has blade. Hunting sword. Nope. It's a S-stock. Oh, there's more variety. There's like your real Scottish Highlander sword. I wonder if I can call it a Highlander sword. That's not even what they freaking look like. They did use a katana, didn't they? Oh my god, that's right. It's more like the Braveheart sword. There you go, with the leather sheath there. Like, alright. Let's see if I can find some Wallace sword. No. It doesn't look like it either. That's cool though. That's the Wallace sword, eh? Did not belong. What's it for? Groover slot. Alright, this doesn't say anything about the cool leather thing on the blade though. Okay. I just like Braveheart sword name. Name. Okay, well, none of these have the. Oh, With a ricasso. Leather wrapping on the blade? Yes, I do. Ricasso. Unsharpened length of blade just above the guard or handle. So a lot of these did have a ricasso. Nope. Like that. There's a ricasso. See, it's flat. Okay, so but this one's leather bound. So this is actually the same thing. Sort of. This has rings on it, the handle. This is just flat. So cool. Quillian. So this is all about the sword hafting, which I do plan on implementing. Half swording, gripping the blade and swinging with a pommel or stabbing like a dagger. Effective against heavy armor. Must be two-handed. So maybe this weapon will be really good at that because it has a leather thing, so better grip. So this is really good for fighting half-handed sword. So maybe I can call this half-swording. Maybe I can call it a... Even though I already have a hand and a half sword, right? Don't I? Oh, no, I don't. Oh, I don't have a hand and a half sword. I can call that the hand and a half sword. Boss. Ooh, this is a nice curvy looking falchion. Very exotic looking. Jesus Christ. Can I call that a scimitar? I think I might be able to call that a scimitar. Yeah. Yeah, that's more like a freaking scimitar. And I think I can use the word scimitar. Or saber. Saber is more like... paw claw? These type snipers. Save Tacoba and Cascara. Ooh, little pictures on the mouse over. I like that. Saber. Looks kind of cheesy, to be honest. I don't know. I might include it. It doesn't look terrible. Look, I could see like a drow or a sun elf wielding it, looking really cool. So I'll probably use it, but I'll call that one a scimitar or something. Let's see this. Oh, there's so many in here. There's a saber. There's a rapier. That's what I came here for. Let's see the gladius that this has. So that's cool. I have like 2 types of gladiuses. Gladii. Let's compare these. Trench sword. Slightly different. That's cool. We have just different looks. Dark one and a light one. Of course I can modify that color. Another katana. Really almost identical. This one doesn't have a cap at the bottom. Blade is a little bit darker, I want to say. That might just be the reflections of the scene. But I'll look into that. Kind of boring. This is probably why I thought these were kind of boring sets, but it's things like this, the rapier and the saber, that I want to check out. There we go. Oh yes. That's what I needed in this game. Doesn't look like a very thin blade though, but that's cool. Still has that sword feel. That's very important. The saber. It's nice, so I can do saber and scimitar. Short sword. Meh. Kind of boring. I might not use the long sword and short sword from this set because they're just redundant at this point and just don't look like even like this is kind of. Oh, it has runes on it or something. Oof, Bert. And another Zweihander. A two-handed sword. Zweihander. Oh, this is a cool looking one. I like that. Some variety. I don't know about the spikes, look a little bit. Oh, that's not bad though. A variety there. I'm gonna look this up. Oof, Bert. There's a rifle too. Maybe those ones 9th, 11th. Inlaid with the inscription Ulfbert. The word is a Frankish personal name. It became the base of trademark used by multiple bladesmiths for several centuries. 100 to 1. What? What the shit? The swords are at the transitional point between the Viking sword and the high medieval knightly sword. Most have blades of oak shots. Starting point of blade inscription. Pattern welded. Forming blade, several pieces. Forge welded together, okay. This is a really interesting page to come back to when I'm trying to decide how crafting works. Look at these things, pattern welded and crucible steels, and just go down the train of learning. Like, why are there so many of them? Found throughout Europe, most notably most numerously in Northern Europe. In the Rhineland. Prestigious artifacts of Viking Age. Okay, that's why it looks sort of like a step between Viking sword and arming sword. Ulfbert. And geometric patterns? Now it just also says Ulfbert here. I don't know if I want to use that since... Oh, it actually has it backwards on this side. That's why I couldn't read it before. Yeah, I might not keep that, but this is actually kind of interesting for research purposes. So maybe I will keep it. I don't know. Ulfbert. So that is a very real world thing, but that's like weird enough that I might keep it. Alright, I think I'm done for the night. I'm gonna get some grub in me and do this stuff in the morning. Peace.